Hello, welcome to Wine Tasting episode 12 with Granny. Granny's brought us some wine today, so I guess she'll have to introduce them.
Right, well, the first one we're going with a white. No, that's the red one.
Oh, whoops.
Right, the first one, these are both wines purchased from vineyardsdirect.com. And the first one is a Macon, but it's Domaine du Bicheron Macon Perron, and it's from Old Vines, Vevine 2017.
Now, me looking at it, the label looks all right. Not too special, is
Oh,
it?
I know, you're going to say it's a boring label,
is?
Joe, right?
Where's
Okay.
the invitingness? Look. I guess the bronze is the only nice bit on it. So,
Well, you can see that is a lovely deeper. It's not quite golden, but it's a lot deeper than some wines. So you've got a bit of age to it being 2017, and it's from Old Vines. So there's a lovely nose coming up in it, a little bit of oak about it.
smells very winey. Sorry, I can't help it.
What did you do that one? Just for Granny, I can
Yeah.
tell. Right. Well, I think that's a very nice glass of wine.
Yes, I really like that. What can we taste?
Well, you've got quite a lot of. It's quite fruity, but it's also been in oak. I'm smelling.
that's what I can smell.
I think you can
Toast.
smell oak on the nose a bit as well as fruits, and certainly on the tasting you can taste. Does it tell you it's been
Does it?
oaked?
It doesn't. I was just having a look.
somewhere.
There's nothing.
I think they've had it in oak barrels for a bit,
It
but
doesn't, there isn't a lot of information on the label.
but that is a very nice glass of wine.
You say there's not a lot, is there?
No, and I'm just looking, and it's 13.5, right?
I think that's a very
So
drinkable
you've got
wine.
well, you've got your Chardonnay grape, right? But that's a very nice glass of wine.
Do you remember how much you paid for
Well,
it?
I got it on offer, so I think it normally retails a bit more, and I think I paid between $10.95 and $11.95, and I think it normally sells for a bit more than that. But that is a really good price for a decent. Well, you're very near your Burgundy area, white Burgundy sort of type thing, and that's Macon with a bit of difference, and from Old Vines. And I think it's a very pleasant glass of wine. It's an interesting glass of wine, and out of 5 stars,
Yes, out of 5 stars.
I think I would give that
Can't see you, Granny.
4.3 probably. Right?
What's interesting is we very rarely, unless I pick something obviously, mark anything below a 4, do we? So that's really good that we're having really nice wine. I think it's really tasty, it's really nice. I definitely would drink a whole glass and wonder where it had gone. So yeah, I agree with the star rating.
Right.
Lovely, thank you, Granny.
Right, now the second one I've bought, now this is older. We have a 2013 Castello di Potentino, Sacramonte. It says Sangiovese on it. I thought I'd read somewhere it was a Pinot Noir, but it's a Sangiovese. That's 14.5%, but it didn't.
We had a little sip yesterday.
We
with some
we
cheese,
sat
some wine.
outside in the sun yesterday, and it was delicious because the colour, you can see a beautiful garnet colour. Well, let's say 2013.
See, I kept saying
and
it's
it was
ambery
ri-
almost, the
and
reddish.
it-
It's really nice.
And it was we opened it and it was a delight to drink straight away. I mean, it had been. I made sure it had some airing, and we put the decanter in the
Can we,
sunshine.
Granny, talk about, like, whenever I see an older date on a wine bottle, I automatically think it's going to be a better wine. And that
Not necessarily.
But obviously, this is 2013, so is it going to be much better than, I don't know, 2020 wines or something like that? Do you know what I mean?
It depends on the wine and your winemaker. Just because I've had older wines and they haven't, if they're not well made, and some wines are meant to be drunk young, others will benefit from aging.
So you need to know that stuff as well, which I didn't know.
It all depends, but that is a beautiful garnet colour.
Oh,
and the nose, I mean, the nose is very inviting.
It really is.
It's earthy, but you can taste fruit.
You can
berries.
smell, you can smell it fruity, but earthy. Yeah, Granny's got it.
That is a delight. You really wouldn't know. It's so well made. You would not know it's 14.5%. And that's probably the danger. You could
You drank this glass very quickly without knowing, but it's 14.5%.
It is lovely.
It is very, very nice. I think you can. I don't know if that's a thing, but I can tell by the taste it's an older wine. I don't know if you're meant to be able to taste that, because everything else doesn't taste as.
Your trick is with the colour, so there's not an ounce of blue or purple anywhere
it's
when
amazing.
you do that. So
It's amazing colour.
That, I mean, if it was a younger wine, you get a touch, even if it was, a bit of blue or purple. There's none at all there.
And I've got to talk about the label. I actually don't mind this label because you could look at it and it's quite interesting. So I'm going to let them have that one. How many stars, Granny?
I'm going to give that more. I thought that's...
Give it a 5.
Not a 5, but I think I'm going to give it... if we're going this... It's got to be 4.8.
Yeah.
For me, because I really enjoyed drinking that. It's well made. It's a delight.
Yeah, it is. I agree. It's really lovely. Do you remember how much you paid for it?
That was on offer. Yes, I paid. That was on from the perspective. That was actually I might have paid $11.95 or $12.95.
And he's spoiling us with these wines this weekend, I tell you.
And the interesting thing is, I looked on their site yesterday, and the 2015 vintage of that wine, because it's not on offer, is priced at, wait for it folks, £21.95 or something. And I thought, golly, why is that? But whether it's with the not being in the common market or what, but I thought that's a big jump up, because even that vintage, even when it was not on offer, was not as much as 21. I know that.
Yeah.
I think it might have been something like possibly between 14 and 16 pounds, or even 18. It might have been 18 pounds, but it certainly wasn't in the 20s, right, before it was reduced. But they have these offers, and you don't have to have all 6 every night. Virtually every 3 weeks, they will have spectators offer, the spectators offer, and you can just buy single bottles. You don't have to have the whole case or 6 bottles. So I just look in the notes, and I have never yet from vineyardsdirect.com had a single bottle I have not enjoyed. Every single wine, I read up about it and look, and if I don't know the wine, and certainly this is not one I've met before, the red, I rely on their expertise because I can trust them, because I haven't had a dud bottle from them yet.
So if you did want to do any online ordering, Granny thinks that's the place to go.
I can thoroughly recommend them. They have really interesting offers and interesting wines from various countries. And they'll, if you click on the bottle, so there'll be a short description. If you want to know more, I actually click on the bottle like most good websites. then it will give you more information about where it's grown and all. They give you quite a lot of information and depth about a wine, and you can always ring them up and ask for advice. I mean, they're a really helpful company. So well done, vineyardsdirect.com.
Here's to
Brilliant.
you this weekend. We appreciate it. Thank you. And thanks for watching again.
Okay, bye folks.
Bye.